like me. ACG's on the beat, get like me. Off the lot, new beat, get like me. I'm trying to tell these niggas, get like me. Bad shorty, no game, get like me. Get like me. So fresh, so clean, get like me. I'm trying to tell you, man, get like me.
You know, I had to bump a little something real quick.
Hey.
Hey. That track's a banger right there.
Word, man. Thank you, man. I see you playing now. I'm like, that's the first time I got an introduction like that.
Hey, man, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
Sir. Yes, sir, man. Definitely. Same here. We appreciate you.
Definitely, man. How you been during this quarantine time?
Man, it's been okay, man. You know, just trying to, hang in there and keep everybody uplifted.
Yeah.
People keeping us uplifted. We just trying to make sure, we stay safe first, man. That's it. Stay safe. Yeah.
Definitely. I seen you won a 3-point contest the other day. That was pretty cool.
I mean, sometimes I can shoot. It just depends,
Definitely. I didn't want to waste too much of your time, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. I want to talk about your upbringing and just run through a whole bunch of stuff, that a lot of people may not know or may do know. So definitely want to do that. So
absolutely.
talk about your upbringing in Queensbridge, man.
Yeah, man. Being from Queensbridge was I would say you hit every spectrum of emotion, happy, sad, fun times, good times, bad times, and you pretty much hit them all, and the first thing that comes to mind is the music.
Yeah.
When you think of Queensbridge, like Nas and Mobb Deep and Nature and Mega and MC Shan, Roxanne Shante,
Yeah.
It's like the first thing that comes to mind. So for me, that was always an inspiration because we all grew up in the same environment. We are a little different, but at the same time, we're inspired by each other. So I'm just, that's the first thing. But then, it's a lot of great family times and, a lot of, it's the hood. So things be happening in the hood.
Yeah.
That we see in the news and different things like that. But, other than that, we try to stay strong.
Definitely. And talk about your upbringing with sports. Did you only play basketball? Were there other sports that you played, or what were you into?
Yeah, man, I was in a lot of other sports. Growing up, I didn't really think I would generally play basketball. I was into a lot of things, but you don't think you got a shot.
Yeah.
And then football. We used to play. We had no equipment, so we played concrete.
Oh, wow.
Football. But honestly, I only did that for like 2 weeks, maybe a week. I got hurt.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You're going to get hurt doing that.
Yeah, man. I got hurt, so I just chilled. And then, boxing was always something that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a boxer, so
Okay.
I wanted to box. But my dad, he never wanted me to box. I don't think because if he really wanted me to, he would have made sure I got to the boxing ring. But he was just like, he boxed. He got hit. I don't think he really wanted me to get hit and, stuff like that. So stay with that.
Okay. Yeah. Basketball is the safest sport out of the ones you just named. So
yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. Talk about your AAU days, man. A lot of people don't know that, you played with Elton Brand and Lamar Odom at AAU, and just talk about how that experience was and definitely playing throughout high school.
Man, that was crazy. So I played with, Elton Brand, Lamar in high school. First time I played against Lamar Odom was at DS Park, Ravenswood, where Dave East be hanging out.
Okay.
Right. And so when I played against Lamar, I was about 6'1.5" or 6.5". He was like 6 foot.
Okay.
And then he came back, just growing. Come back 6'6", 6'10". And then so at 11 years old, I played against him. And we started playing with each other at about the age of 12.5, 13.
Okay.
Maybe 13.5. Me and Lamar was on the same team. Then I was playing against Elton. Then me and Elton got on the same team with Lamar. We all on the same team. And very unselfish players. Everybody come there, going to work, passing the ball, winning games. It was really impressive. Really impressive.
Definitely. That's what's up. What made you pick St. John's, and obviously I'm pretty sure you had some other offers. So what were some of those other offers, and what made it stand out to you a little bit?
You know, St. John's, you know, New York City is the best school in New York City, and they were recruiting me, and I was honored.
Yeah.
Right. St. John's basketball is like New York. It was a couple other schools I was looking at, like LIU, anything in New York, Queens College. It don't matter because I knew if I go there, I'm wherever I go, I'll be good.
You was gonna make it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it ain't matter. So like Queens College was something I was just like, but LIU was something I was really interested in.
Yeah.
Fordham, Manhattan College, you know, all these schools, you know, very, very interesting. So, but St. John's was something, you know, that I wanted to help bring a title to.
Yeah.
You know, fell short, Elite Eight, but it's all right.
I was going to talk about that. You know, obviously the Elite Eight. How's the March Madness? You know, how was that experience for you? And then also, do you feel like the college players should be compensated now? You know, there's so many reasons why I feel like they should be compensated, but I want to get your take on that.
Definitely compensation.
Okay.
Because, like, you know, if you can make money, make the money.
Yeah.
Right. And I think these college players they're talented. They're driving revenue everywhere. Yeah. It's just super, and they're smart kids, you know. So it's really good to see, you know, some of the kids get these opportunities now. They're young. They want to feed their families. They want to advance in life and different things like that. Really, really cool to see. You know, really cool to see. And you got the brand Prodigy by, you know, Julian Newman. You got the Ball Brothers brand.
Yeah.
You know, and then now you even got the Nate Robinson brand.
Yeah.
The whole that. All these great brands out there, and they deserve to have a chance to be creative, all these athletes.
Definitely. And elaborate on your March Madness experience. Did you love it? Did you feel like it was too short? Or how'd you feel about that?
March Madness is great. I mean, we was in the field of 64.
Yeah.
Then you go to 32. Then you go to 16. Then you go to 8. Right? That's how far we got.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a hell of an experience, man. Like, at that time, you feel like a ball player, man. You feel like, oh yeah, I'm a ball. I'm one of the best right here, right now.
Yep.
You know, and that feeling is great. You know, I remember those times being in your prime.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, like, you can do whatever you want.
Definitely.
You know, so those times is great. March Madness feels like that, man. Definitely.
Obviously, you go from college, and in '99, getting drafted by the Bulls. Talk about how that meant to you, how much that meant to you, and what that moment, you know, just overall meant to you as a person that hooped all his life trying to make it, man.
Hey, man, it's I mean, you know, basketball is crazy right now. Like, I mean, The Last Dance, you got.
Yeah.
We actually got the documentary coming out too, The Brawl with Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah.
Wayne got that one coming out, so that's going to be a real nice one, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I mean, it go on and on, man. It's in a real good place, man. Right now, I feel like the Lakers. You know, if they come back, the Lakers will probably win it. You know,
okay. Okay. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I feel like Bron's on a mission.
It'd be really interesting. Everybody's on a mission. I mean, I'm in LA. You know, I play at the Lakers. I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got these basketball players. James Harden, like, looking really good.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's like that's history, real history. Those are numbers you can't take away.
Definitely.
He's amongst the greatest at what he do.
That's what he does, man. That's what he does.
Amongst the greatest at what he do. A lot of guys, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Good place, man.
Definitely. So you get drafted by the Bulls.
Yeah.
How did that draft night go for you, and how much did it mean to you?
The Bulls been a lot, because I used to play with them every day in a video game, PlayStation. You know, Live 95.
Yeah.
You know, Live 99.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that, man. Like,
yeah.
I played with the Bulls. I'm Steve Kerr. I know the first time I met Fred Hoiberg, and I'm like, yo, they go Fred. Because we used to play against them in Indiana with the Pacers, me and my boy.
Uh-huh.
He was the Pacers. I was the Bulls every time. So I saw Fred. Fred was like, you know me? He was surprised to see us real excited.
Yeah.
About him. Like, so, you know, Hanson from the Bulls, old Hanson.
Yeah.
Who else? You know, and obviously they got like Dickie Sickens, guys people don't talk about that I really, you know, like. So I was honored, man. Draft night was a dream, but I wish I could have enjoyed it a little bit more. You know, I wish I could have like really soaked it in and been like, this is what you wanted. I was just so in the moment of other things at the time.
I got you. Yeah, you obviously talk about, you know, how, you know, family, you always have family on your mind and trying to take care of business, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel you on that one. You know, I'm gonna say it for you, man. You know, that's definitely a 1 in a million, you know, situation right there to be drafted. Obviously I had hoop dreams. Yeah. It didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm reporting, you know.
Hey man, your presentation, man, is dope.
I appreciate that, man.
Keep growing. I mean, I think it's amazing to see everybody with the bat. Not even just players. We talking about like yourself, sneaker reporter. We got even lethal shooter at it. You know, basketball, but from a different. Everybody is in sports, entertainment, and there's ways to capitalize off it. It's really interesting to see, man. It's great. Everybody's doing a lot of great things. You see all the new shows coming out. People just putting out their personalities and different things like that.
Yeah,
it's all positive.
Definitely. So you get drafted to the Bulls, and then you got to go against the Bulls. So talk about going against Michael Jordan, man, and how that experience was. Was there any little light trash talking or anything going on? Or
not really, man. Yeah, I love Jordan. Everybody loved Jordan. I changed when I played my best at Indiana. It was number 23.
Yep.
I mean, there's no coincidence with that fall.
Yeah.
It ain't no coincidence, right?
Yeah.
So I was able to play my best basketball in that jersey, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, like defensive player, I had defensive player of the year in that jersey 1 year, all-star, that jersey, that's it, nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So when I was playing against Michael before that, it was just like, you know, I was just in awe. Just to touch Michael Jordan, man. When you're a kid, it's like playing against Michael. I was denying Michael today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, you don't go to sleep. You go out to the club off that one. You know what I mean? You go to the club off that one.
I mean, for anybody that wanted to be like Mike or play against Mike, you was able to do it, man. So you was living the dream at that time, you know?
Definitely.
You definitely was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's definitely a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
So, you know, so
definitely.
Was there anything that you took away from Mike in that game when you first played against him, or was it one of those where it was just like you was just quiet the whole time and just was soaking it in?
I didn't talk to Mike. I've never said, "Hey, Mike, how you do that jab step?"
Yeah.
I've never said that to Mike. I played against Mike in the summertime at least 5-10 times.
Wow.
It was straight like, I'm here to go to work. And Mike was cooking us. Like, I had one good day. Honestly, I don't talk about it a lot. I had one amazing day against Mike.
Okay.
I remember that shit because that was Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike had too many good moments. Mike not going to remember that. That's one of the biggest moments in my life playing against Mike in the summertime before the league. What? Unreal. Okay. And he was cooking. You know, and then the rest of the days, like, he was just winning games, man. Mike was in the gym winning all the games.
Yeah. That's just who he is.
But that was the first year he came back. The second year, I think Mike came back. Mike was, if you remember, he had a big year his first year back with the Wizards, 25 a night.
Yeah.
And then the next year wasn't so good. Like, you know, he kind of went like quick.
Yeah.
But he still had some good games that year.
Definitely. He still has some good games.
Yeah.
So you're on the Bulls. You're on the Bulls. You was averaging, I think, around 12, 13 points a game. Then you get traded. Talk about the trading experience, because I'm on the media side of things. So I see I see breaking news. I know how to break the news. But just talk about being the player that's getting traded and how that process goes.
Yeah, you know, when you get traded,
from your spot.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll just call you wherever you at. You know, when you get traded, it's not a thing where, you know, it's not a thing where they're going to say, hey, I might trade you. I'm going to let you know first. Now, you're just going to find out on ESPN.
Oh, wow.
Unless you're a big player, you got that insight. But you're going to find out ESPN. You're going to find out on television, Twitter. You're like, oh, wow, I'm traded. Oh, that's dope. Where we going? Houston? All right, let's go. You know what I mean? So, but that's how it usually happens. And they have their own reasons, you know, for that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I always, you know, obviously I'll break some news and stuff like that, or I'll talk about the breaking news. But I always want to know from the player's perspective how You know, because I've heard players that like, hey, I was just sitting down watching TV and then my name came up. You know, like, so you know, I just wanted to see what your process was and how you felt about being traded and stuff like that, and how you felt.
I mean, you know, when I left the Bulls, I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie, because like I knew I messed it up. Because Jerry Krause, he believed in me, right? So Jerry Krause was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep you. You're not going nowhere."
Yeah,
that's what Jerry Krause would tell me, right?
Yeah.
And I could have had all the antics on the court. The problem was off the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the clock stops, I'm doing too much after.
Okay.
So just arguing, screaming in the locker room as a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You know, so you know he had to get rid of me, and I remember sitting down and being like, "You really messed it up, yo. You really messed it up, yo." And that was 2.5 years in, and then a year and a half after that, I get suspended.
Yeah.
You know
We're gonna talk about that
quick, right? It was like too much.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that. You played the 2003-2004 season. You have a hell of a season. You averaging 18 points a game, all-star team, and then you get all defense. You get the defensive player of the year, and then all of a sudden you got the Malice in the Palace situation that comes up, and obviously that's a big moment in NBA history. But at the same time, I want to know from your perspective: is there anything you would have done differently? And also, if you could tell if you could tell, you there? You good?
Yeah.
Oh, you good? Yeah. I was saying if you could tell the young Ron or the young METTA, you know, what you would do in that moment, what would you have done in that moment differently, or what advice would you have given? You broke up a little bit, bro. Is he lagged on your side, guys? You back, Ron? You back, METTA?
Hey man, so my phone was on two. It went from 5G to 2G, so.
All right, you good. I was saying you had the big season, and then you had the Malice. You got the Malice in the Palace situation. Is there anything you would have done differently? And also, what would you have told the young Ron or the young METTA at that time that you know, knowing what you know now?
Hey, yo, you want to know something? So it was really nothing to do differently.
Okay.
It was a fight. Somebody threw something, and naturally, everything happened for a reason over there. Because even when Ben pushed me, right, I didn't fight back. I didn't push back. I didn't say nothing. I just said,
yeah. I'm
just like, okay, all right, right. It's another fight.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't feel anything was going to happen. I felt like during that game, you know, it's nothing. You can't get into a big fight after the big players are coming in between you.
Yeah.
Right. So usually, like, it stops. Right. Usually, the player is just like on the court standing up. I'm on the scorer's table just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, but usually the players are up, and players are breaking each other up. After a while, you can get a couple quick punches in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's old school NBA.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, that old school NBA. So old school NBA, you can get a punch, you know. But I've been suspended so much, I ain't throwing no punch in the game. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just chilling, and it's like, you know, and to get hit with the bear, that was really unexpected. But even before that happened, you know, there was a lot going on. You know, like Ben was still mad. Ben throwing things, right? Hit me with not big hit.
Yeah, he threw the towel. I remember he threw the towel.
Threw the wristband, through the towel. You know what I mean? So just like I'm trying to talk to the referees, you know, you're just saying like, yo, what's going on here, man? And then you think everything's gonna be cool. Then eventually he'll get ejected.
Yeah.
Get back to the game. Get back to cooking.
Yeah.
And you know, then when the fan threw it, I got caught off guard because Ben just hit me with the wristband.
Okay.
Initially I was calm. I'm like, but I thought I overcame and won the battle. I thought. Yeah. I'm like, oh wow, but my guard it went all the way down because that fan. I reacted so quick when he hit me with the bear, and I ran correct direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. Then after it happened, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, again, what the hell's gonna happen? I'm trying to get some clarity talking to anybody because I know I'm messed up. I know I'm done.
Yeah.
I internally I know is that, you know, but I'm just trying to get some clarification.
Look, I'm just glad you didn't get banned for life or anything like that. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I went home from school, and then all of a sudden I saw the whole thing because I actually fell asleep and got ready for school. So when I came in from school, I turned on ESPN, then I seen all the suspensions, and then it showed all the angles. I didn't know Jermaine O'Neal knocked that fan with the falling bow. I didn't know he hit him with that. But then at the same time, I also didn't know that the fans were on the court when you squared up with them. So
that's what I'm saying, man. It's just too much. It's too much, man. It's too much.
Yeah, it was way too much. But
it's too much. What are y'all doing? What's going on here? We fighting the fans now?
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking, right? Like I did not initially hit no fan. I didn't start no fight with no fan.
Yeah.
I started the fight with the fan, the media, right?
Yeah, and I don't like being a part of the media with that one. You know what I'm saying? Because I honestly think that, Big Ben overreacted.
Listen, it ain't that he overreacted. We seen players overreact. The problem was the referees didn't have control of the game.
Yeah.
When you see something like that happens and you see somebody pushing about to get into a fight, that's a tech. And then after that first check, the referee has to go report it to the team. But if you do something stupid, the referee gonna call another tech. You're out of here.
Yeah, he didn't get out of here right away.
Nah, and then the referee is gonna get you out, escort you out, and then after it's clear, then the referee goes to the scorer's table and actually confirms tech on our chest, tech on Ben, boom, tech here, right?
Yeah.
Or they get some type of control, but that was a situation where it was just like, I don't think they made the right calls. I don't think they made the right hand signals.
Yeah, everything happened so fast, and then it was like real quick, like a span of 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Everything just set off. So I definitely think that you were innocent in that situation until you went in the crowd. Other than that, I'm rocking with you.
Man, I was so well,
Yeah,
I'm rocking with me the whole way.
Look, hey, I ain't mad at you because hey, somebody disrespect me like that. Your first instinct, that's that Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even Queensbridge. It's everything. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody taking that. Yeah. You right. You definitely right. So you have that situation happen, and then all of a sudden when you came back, you changed the Metta World Peace. What was the reasoning for the change, and at the same time, what were some other names that you were thinking about?
Well, I think I was thinking of a couple names. At that time, the first name was So Hood. That's what I wanted.
So
yeah.
So I'm with that.
Because I actually went to like a red carpet. I had the So Hood hat, So Hood shirt. I'm feeling a certain way about me. You know how we are. We go through that era, that time. You know what I'm saying? So and then I said, okay, Queensbridge. I was just trying to be a little bit different. And then it's like, I'm getting older. I'm like, and I didn't change my name. So it took me 4 or 5 years. So I'm like, nah, hell no, I'm not changing it to Queensbridge. Because I asked myself, I said, like 2, 3, maybe 4 years later, I'm like, yo, I still want to change my name.
Yeah.
I remember looking at, like, maybe I wrote something down, like I said, Queensbridge, So I said, nah.
I got
you. I was getting more into meditation and more into, like,
okay,
yoga and meditation and stuff like that. So then I was doing that for years, from like 26 on, I'm all up into the meditation, yoga, and all that stuff. So then Metta is like a Buddhist name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Buddhist. Yeah.
That makes sense now, because I always wondered, like, what was the process behind that? Like, if you just automatically knew what you was gonna do, or
I had the first name, and then we couldn't even think of a last name, because I'm like, everything don't make sense now.
Yeah.
Right. So then we said, let's just pick the first name. Let's try me and my friend.
Okay.
And then we picked the first name, like, oh shit, now we need a last name.
So it was gonna be So as the first name and Hood as the last name?
No, originally So Hood was gonna be the last name.
Okay. I got you.
I just like people to know, because you want to be able to write the narrative as much as possible about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And so but then World Peace just came because I don't know, I felt like when you read you see things that go on in the world and you read about certain things. You know, it's inspiring to see the potential, and it's also sad to see negativity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm feeling a certain way about myself, you know, when I'm not distracted with all the negative energy, and pure, then, you know, you're thinking about like flowers and sand, you know, and air and trees and right like that, right? People want to have that experience. You'd be surprised people don't have that experience. How many people from Queens been to Oregon or Yellowstone Park or things like that, nature? Yeah. You know, so you take that away, you know, all that stuff starts to affect you. You know, even the war in Iraq, 1993, 13 years old, whatever year that was in, I forget the year. But if you love the world one day and the next day you see war, is like, oh, what's going on here? As a kid, that can mess with you. Right? You want to see people do well.
Definitely.
Right. So that's kind of like the story behind like name change, all that stuff.
I got you. That makes sense. So then you get traded again, and then you head out. Now you're in Houston. So talk about those battles that you had with Kobe in Houston, and also talk about the battles against Kobe, and then just talk about which one would you rather? Would you rather compete against Kobe or be on the team with Kobe? And obviously he meant a lot to both of us. He called me his nickname he gave me was Mama's Boy.
Wow.
First time I interviewed him, I was using my iPhone, and you know, when you have the iPhone out and you're recording, if somebody calls, it ends it.
Right.
So I was doing the interview, and then what happened was my mom called, and she's like, "Hey, did you watch the game?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm in the locker room, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm interviewing Kobe." And sure enough, right after that, I was like, I asked him the rest of my questions, but then I was like, "Hey, Kobe, is there any way I can ask a couple more?" My camera shut off. My mom called me, and he was like, "Nah, Mama's Boy, you got to wait next year."
Oh, wow.
Because I was covering the Celtics. So you guys only, the Lakers only play 1 year over there in Boston. So he was like, "You got to wait till next year, Mama's Boy." And the next year when I came back, he's like, "Hey, Mama's Boy, you ready?"
Wow.
And he remembered.
Wow.
He remembered.
That's amazing.
So definitely.
That's amazing.
So,
but that sounds like him. You know, and I love playing with him, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great player. But I mean, before I played with Kobe, I played against him. I played against Kobe when he was 14 or 15, and I was 13 or 14. I'm 1 year younger than Kobe. And the first time I played against him, it was in Providence. Me, Shamgar Wells was on the same team. We had Holloway was on the team. You know, and first time I played against him, they were like, "This is the next Grant Hill," and I'm like, I wasn't that good yet, but I knew I could play defense. I was with a really good team, right? So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I can't really do nothing with that at 14 years old. But I said I can if I try. But offensively, I can't really go get 40. Like he had 40 that game, Kobe.
Oh wow.
He had 40, right? So I didn't get in the game until late because he was cooking us. So then he R.I.P. my boy Kobe. I told him, I said, "Kobe, the coach put me on you, and I kind of shut you down a little bit in the end." And he was like, "No, man, that didn't happen." He had like 6 or 8 points on me at the, but he was cooking. I remember that. So in your mind, you want to say, "Oh, I want to get to the NBA. I got to compete against that." Yeah. Right. I'm not thinking I'm going to play with my boy. Right? So I love both. I really enjoy playing. I really enjoy playing with him.
Definitely. Is there one piece of advice that just stuck with you, or one thing that you saw from Kobe that just kind of stuck with you, throughout your career and throughout the time, obviously knowing him and being as close? What was that one thing that stuck with you?
I think the one thing that stuck with me probably was the work ethic. Okay. He's very driven, very smart, super intelligent. Yeah. Was a really good writer. And I just imagine, I just wonder what other athletes was as talented as Kobe is off the court. Yeah. Because the athletes didn't pursue. Now you see athletes pursuing more. It took a while for people to break it down because, everything's in the law, right? So if you're trying to do business, if you don't really know paperwork, it's hard for you to explore. Yeah. Right, with all the restrictions. But now you see guys doing a lot of amazing things. Definitely. Kobe was one of the guys that kept it going. Magic kind of started a few things. Yeah. right? Jordan was really into basketball, but what a great business that is.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So I mean, and you see Kobe making these good moves and just really smart and just like the Emmy, the family, yeah.
Definitely. So you play with Kobe. You beat my Celtics in 2010 to get your championship. I'm still mad about that, but it's all good. And just talk about that feeling, man. I obviously every time I see you, when I think of that moment, I just think of the Wheaties box. You know what I'm saying? But just talk about how that championship, felt, and just describe it.
Yeah, man. So when we got the championship, I mean, it was amazing. Playing in Boston was amazing. I knew Kobe was going to step up. I already knew like Kobe is going in.
Yeah.
And I knew that in the back of my head, but I already know like I'm ready too. I'm so ready right now to go and win. So the experience was like it was kind of surreal because I've never been to the finals before. So obviously you really enjoy that.
Definitely.
And then you're here, but now you got to really not only be here, but you got to win.
You got to put the work in. Yeah.
You got to win, man. And it's a weird feeling. My only one time. I've never been there again. And that's the one thing about the NBA. You never know when you're gonna be at the finals. You gotta really cherish it.
Definitely.
It was an amazing experience. Because I love basketball, and I see what they're doing now, right? And it's like I still watch. I still like the coach. I'm still into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely. I definitely like I said, I didn't want it to be my Celtics, but if I'm okay with you getting that one. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. What would you say has been your biggest accomplishment in your career so far?
Biggest accomplishment in my career. On the basketball court, I would say the defensive player of the year.
Okay.
That was definitely, and not because it's my biggest award.
Yeah.
Right. But the championship is obviously the biggest honor. I was an all-star. All-star's great. I mean, one time, I'll take it. I'm grateful. So I was able, it should have been more, but I was doing so. I self-inflicted that.
Okay.
Right. So, at the end of the day, I think the defense, but for me right now, the defensive player of the year, I was in number 23. I was in Indiana. I was an all-star, 13 All NBA, and number 6 in MVP voting. And the reason I always say that is because when they're voting for MVP, they're putting who's in top 10. The media's coming out, so that's real.
Yeah.
Right. So in your mind, you're like, oh, I think I deserved it. We had the best record in the league. Oh, and me personally, I think I deserved it that year. Now, when you look at the scope of things, Jermaine O'Neal, in all actuality, deserved the MVP. Yeah. He was the best player with the best record.
Yeah.
He had 61
work too.
Huh?
I said he was putting in that work.
And we was a young team, so they give it to my homie Garnett. You can't. How you gonna argue that one?
You can't argue that one either. Yeah.
There's no argument. Yeah. Right. So there's no argument. If they would have get Garnett, Kobe, they gave it to the right person, right? But if they would have gave it to me at that time, I thought I would have deserved it. I was locking down everybody.
You was, yeah.
I was locking down everybody, and at a time where look at all the wings that was in their prime during that time. You had everybody was in their prime. I was the best defender at my position in my prime when you had some of the greatest players in offense history. That was in that era. Yeah. And the wings, Paul Pierce. So that was my argument. But so with that being said, I still like to talk about that. It's because it's a hell of an honor. I don't care. I don't have no hard way to say it. But that's one of the ones I always bring up. Really honored about that one. Because I was close. If I would have got the MVP, that would have been every single one. I got the Citizenship Award. I got that. I got I got every single one. So that was the only one I'm missing, which is all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would you say? Give me your top 3 players that were your toughest to guard in your career.
Man, there's a lot of them, but I'll start with Kobe. Pierce was always like I used to get into Pierce, but Pierce was really hard to guard. I made him miss a lot, but honestly, he would win games. When you're winning, he probably beat me more. We swept him in the playoffs, so that's really cool. One year I got a chance to sweep. You know what I'm saying? Got a chance to sweep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was amazing because they beat us right before that.
Yeah.
They might have swept us the year before. But yeah, it's a lot of, so many great memories about the league.
Definitely. When did you when did you first get into music, and where did that love for music come from? You know, obviously you just dropped a new project as well. I was bumping. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm on top of, hey, my research.
Hey, thank you.
My research game is impeccable.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Because if you got my album I just dropped, I don't promote it. You know what I'm saying? I just like, you know, I just be like, I did music for a long time, and I did 3 albums when I retired. The year I retired, nobody know. I just put it on iTunes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
iTunes, and I just did it. I'm not really doing it as much as I used to. It was always something where I said, listen, if you're gonna get into this music, you got to go all in.
Yeah.
And it's too hard for me to go all in, because I'm not like naturally talented with music. I gotta actually put effort into everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you're a busy man.
Huh?
I said you're a busy man.
Yeah, I mean, I play ball, and now I'm doing other things. But it's something that if it would have worked, I would have continued on doing it. I really enjoyed being like, you know, performing and, you know, rapping, studio. It's all fun. It's fun.
Definitely. Hey, Big Black, check it out, man. 2-way player on that piff. I checked it out. I downloaded it and everything like that. Definitely a dope project. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Get Like Me is my favorite.
Yo,
Hey,
Get Like Me is
my
hard.
favorite on there.
Thank you. I try to be creative, man. Like I tried, like that album. The reason I like it is because I was doing stuff I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Which makes me happy. Because at the end of the day, I'm not really, you know, I don't really need to do a record for someone else. So I like a couple songs I like. It's not your typical type of song you'll hear or you listen to. But Get Like Me is hard. I like it. I can't even remember. I did so many records. I honestly can't even.
It's filled. You got like 20-something records on there.
20-something records on there.
Yeah. You put them on there, so I'm still going through them. I'm definitely going to check them out.
Thanks, man.
Definitely. Who are some of your inspirations or people that you bumped to when you was growing up?
I would say started out old school. That's what I was introduced to first.
Okay.
Old school music, and then went from there to I started to hear the radio a little bit. 8 years old, so I would listen to all the music that was on the radio, and then SWV, Mary J. Blige, Escape.
Yeah,
like, that was
it right there.
Yeah, 112. When 112 came out with Cupid, I was at my locker room. I remember I was with my homies from Far Rock at LaSalle Academy. They like, yo, you gotta hear this. But he had the headphones, and everybody taking turns, and we just zoned out. And yo,
that's what's up. Right?
I remember that moment, and like, so the R&B, man, I love R&B. But then you're in Queensbridge, so you're gonna hear the mob. You're gonna hear.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Mobb Deep and Nas is from Queensbridge. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And you start to feel a certain way because in Queensbridge, like everybody real proud, QB, you know, and you feel like you're them. I want to be like anybody doing something amazing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, it's just amazing times, man. Amazing times.
Definitely. Is there any rapper that you would want to collab with?
I mean,
it don't matter what era. It could be old school, new school. Don't matter. Like, who's that one? Who's the one artist who would be like, you know what? Let's get on the track. I would love to do it.
Yo, so obviously, like when you coming up, 17 years old, 18 years old, that's when Eminem came out.
Okay.
Right. So when M came out, I was 17. I remember getting this album and bringing it on my bus and telling, you know, my teammates, I'm like, yo, this album's fire. Yeah. You know, and it just kind of, you know, everybody was questioning Eminem. White dude, can he rap? Is it all hype? Everybody was asking that when that album first came out. Yeah. And sure enough, like, so, you know, as I got older and I was rapping, you know, getting in the NBA and rapping more, you know, I was just like, that's somebody that I want to do a song with. Because, you know, some of the stuff I wanted to say at that time, you know, it is what it is at that time. I felt like at that time, the things he was saying it was fearless. Yeah. Say what you want, do what you want, right? And that's one somebody I always want to do a record with. But other than that, you know, obviously like Nas and Mobb Deep. Yeah. I don't got no records. I got a record with Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? I got a record with Prodigy, but I wish I could have done records with everybody from Queensbridge. I wish I would have had a little bit more support. I wish I would have had like people on the record. I'm rapping because of you, and we're from the same place. But it is what it is. It's all good.
It is what it is. Name some of the NBA guys that rap that you kind of like listen to or feel like are doing good. I know Dame's really good.
Yeah. I like a lot of the ball plays, man. Lonzo, Lonzo's really good. Dame, Shump is. I mean, Shump is my favorite. I ain't hear a new record from Shump in a long time. I'm not listening. But with Shump, I feel like he's the most all-around talented in terms of entertainment, videography. Like he always has that package.
Yeah.
You know, Shump always got a package. You know, when he come with a song, you know, I really feel like he's a superstar, man. But you know, I wish people would really get behind him more. I think he's from Chicago, but then also like, you know, I think Damon's really like putting in the work.
Yeah.
Everybody putting in the work, but Damon's really, you know, what do you call it, excelling. But the top one right now that nobody's really talking about is Oladipo.
He's singing. Oh,
the best.
Yeah.
The artist out right now. And I don't mean everybody else is not good. I'm just saying right now, I just think he's on top. His record is amazing.
Yeah. He's putting in that work too.
Yeah.
He got that R&B wave on lock.
Man, he definitely do.
Definitely.
See him like, you know, continue, go perform. He got the kids love it. The little kids like his music.
Yeah.
You know?
They definitely do.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your favorite teammate in your career and why?
They all are my favorite.
They
So
all
I
your favorite?
I don't have like no super favorite. Like I play with. You think about who I play with, like Yao Ming.
Yep.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Kobe, Lamar Odom, Elton Brand. I mean, good Lord.
Got you. Who was the funniest teammate then? Who was the funniest?
Oh man, everybody had their own character, but it's just like we all get in situations where, you know, you're in your element, and like some people could just make jokes. Some people do things that's funny. Like Mike Bibby was always funny in his actions and the engagement when we're talking, just like warm conversation.
Yeah.
You know, whereas a guy like who made a lot of jokes. I don't know who made lots of jokes, but I mean everybody would get on each other.
Definitely.
You know, and then the teams were so different. But I would say Mike, to me personally, you know, Mike's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. What was your favorite number in your career?
Oh man, my favorite number in my career, I probably would say my favorite number in my career. Man.
You had 15, you had 23, you had 91, 93.
Probably 15. I mean 15 is my number.
Yeah.
The other numbers came because I just, you know, I was just not happy at the time. You know, I'm just not feeling like myself. So I needed to change. So I changed the number or something, you know. 15 was definitely my number. But then winning it in 23, I mean, getting you know, 23 was great. 37 is probably most famous for me personally.
Yeah.
Right?
I was going to say 37 is definitely famous.
The 37 is the one for me, is what people know me as, you know, not the other numbers.
Definitely. What are some of your favorite sneakers all the time? Were you a sneakerhead growing up, or Jordans into Jordans?
Jordans.
Okay.
Just give me the Jordans. It's crazy, man. I feel bad because it was other players out there. I wish I would have got their shoes. But you know, Jordan just like and it was expensive, and you couldn't really get them. You know, when you could get them, it's just like wow.
Definitely.
It felt like you was a new person when you put on Jordans.
Yeah.
Then the Pat Ewins was really cool. I like the Pat Ewins, man. I really, I mean, those sneakers still here right now, 30 years later.
Longevity.
On the low, I mean, pound for pound, Pat Ewing, he has some of the best sneakers that was ever made. People wear them like they wear Air Force Ones, some people.
That's true.
But he don't have the marketing. Jordan was really marketing himself. Patrick, he should have done like a YouTube channel or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Shout out to Patrick. Hopefully he get better. He had COVID, so hopefully he get better.
Definitely. Shout out to doing, man. I hope he definitely gets speedy recovery. So definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, tell us all about the app. Now, this is your time right here, man. Just talk about the app. I've been on it. I'm blessed and fortunate that you've been able to give me a chance to get a sneak preview of the app and really get the chance to go on there. I like what you got going because it's uniting all the hoopers in every single aspect. You know, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't get to see. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of unity on the app. That's one thing that stood out to me because you can have you giving a message one day, but then the next minute I'm seeing somebody doing a workout or I'm seeing somebody playing some pickup. So, you know, just talk about what you want to bring together with the app and, you know, what it means to you. Obviously, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, definitely, man. And the app, it is a lot of hard work, but it's fun because it's basketball, you know, and I'm thinking like a basketball player.
Yeah.
Deeply. Because I know what we go through as basketball players. We love the game. You know, we have this, you know, anybody. I'm not talking about just pros. I'm talking about anybody that play basketball.
Yeah.
There's that game going on. It's not just me. And I felt like, what can I do to really, you know, gravitate to basketball players? So, you know, getting involved in the tech business, you could pay someone to do everything, but it's really expensive.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta really learn it. Mark Cuban said, I asked Mark one day, I was like, yo, how do you know what business you're getting into? What you do? He said, you gotta know it cold. You gotta know all the ins and outs. That's what Mark said. I mean, that's valuable words. I don't even want no investment. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? And so over the last like 8 years, I've been really into that on the tech side. So when you see the app, like, you know, you'll see that I'm working with the right people.
You know, you
You know
definitely
what I'm
are.
saying?
Yeah.
You're working with the right people, and everybody loves basketball. And everybody's taking this journey together. Everybody's learning something different on this journey. I feel like there's a lot of great platforms out there. Ball is Life, Clutch Points. You know, Ball is Life is amongst the leaders of just basketball engagement.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got brands like Zoball and Prodigy, right? And these brands and everybody's doing their thing. And I feel like exactly what you said. It's going to bring people. I hope it brings basketball players together like we never seen.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I like I said, I definitely like the app and just being on there for a little bit and messing with it. I was like, you know what, this is something that is gonna bring a lot of people together after this quarantine. You know, and I don't know if that's what y'all were aiming for, but I feel like the timing was right. You know what I'm saying? The way that when you guys are launching it. So tell everybody where they can get the app, when it will be available.
Yeah, so definitely. I gave you the beta version.
You gave me the beta version.
So some people I gave the beta version, they sent the link out. Don't send the link out. If I give you the beta version,
I ain't send it out.
It's only for you.
Yeah,
no,
I
know.
There's
some people. No, but it's okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's you know, we're in beta and we're, you know, we're launching on mid June, around mid June, maybe a little bit later. You know, COVID pushed us back, and we had to do a couple things to still satisfy the basketball players, so we decided to push it back a month.
Yeah.
And xverseXsports.com. Just go to xvsxsports.com, and you can send an email. Give us your email. We'll send you a link when the app is coming out. But right now, if you direct message me on any other platforms, I'm sending certain people links on some of my platforms: Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. So that's how a lot of people have got access. So, you know, send me a message, and you know, I'll look at your profile.
Yeah.
See if I give you a link.
Definitely, man. I felt honored to get the beta version because I was able to really dive in and see what you're cooking up and what you've been up to, man. I appreciate that.
Man, I really appreciate you, and I thought it was the right thing to do. We have a lot of in-house, you know, QA testers or staff members, but I'm like, I wanted to really get it out because we're coming out next month, so I'm just like, I wanted to get it out, let people, you know, play around with it, get some feedback. But it's gonna be some things that people could do on the app that, you know, that's never been done before, and I think we'll see people start to think about basketball differently. Definitely.
I totally agree with you. How is it being an entrepreneur? You know, obviously you're on the business side of things now. And what's the biggest challenge you faced so far? You know, because obviously you know, I'm an entrepreneur myself. Obviously, the Sneaker Reporter brand is an entrepreneur thing. And, you know, I can find myself trying to push out some shirts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember one time I put a link up for shirts, and I had more orders for the shirts than what I really had. So
Wow.
I had to, you know what I'm saying? So that was a challenge for me. So then I had to cook up those shirts because people already paid.
Wow.
So just talk about you know, some of the challenges that you went through with the app, and obviously app is really tough. So just talk about the entrepreneurship and how tough it's been.
Yeah, well, you know, so it's been tough because if you don't have the background and you don't really desire to be in business, if you never desired to be in business, but maybe you have the skills, then you're gonna have some bumps in the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even if you desire to be in business and you're starting the business, you're gonna have bumps in the road. So I think staying relaxed through adversity, you know, I think that's super important. I think learning from other people, reading a lot on what you're trying to learn. Read a lot on whatever you're interested in. Because if you are thinking of a business and you don't have no experience, it's not going to be easy. Some people think they got an idea and it's going to make a lot of money, and like you didn't think of everything yet.
Yeah.
You know, so with that being said, read on what you love, and I think like people will be happy with the results.
Definitely.
Read a lot. Yeah.
You got to do the research, man. You got to do the
Yeah.
research. A lot of people invest without even looking into, you know, the research and figuring out the backstory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you definitely.
I mean, you know, what's really challenging is like, you know, when you're doing an app, the product management.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a product manager, but at the same time, you know, I'm paying attention to what's going on, and I'm like, wow, this is really difficult.
Yeah.
You know, you got to bring people in here to do that, and even when you're integrating different marketing tools to the app, to the website, you know, and making sure the pixels are, you know, firing, and it's like different things that's happening. I'm like, what is this? What is this? When I was first starting, right? But it's exciting because it's something that I've never seen nobody close to me do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, so it's like it's really interesting. But you see other companies doing it.
Yeah.
You know, launching the amazing sports products. You know, Bleacher Report. You got Baller's Life. You have Barstool. You got so many of these amazing sports companies. You know, doing the fun stuff, and it's like, you know. So I'm excited to be at where I'm at right now.
Definitely, I'm excited for you because I feel like you got something special and something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you get oversaturated with the basketball market, you start to wonder, all right, what's next? And I think you got what's next coming. So definitely continue. Definitely continue doing what you're doing. And if you need anything, hey, I went to school for business management and marketing. So if you need anything, let me know, bro. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting you up, man. We got to talk offline, and you know, and hopefully we can bring some nice fans and value to your Sneaker Reporter.
I appreciate that, man. Talk about the Panda's Friend clothing line. I didn't know about this until I did my research. So talk about that.
Really interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I started it in 2014.
Okay.
And I thought the logo, man, I just feel like it's a cool brand, and we haven't like marketed the brand with influencers, a lot of stuff like that. Because honestly, I didn't think it was going to even have that potential. Yeah. But people was buying the brand, and like, all right, you know, we still kind of moving slow, but we're going to see if anybody else wants it.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get on that wave. I'm gonna have to get on that wave.
Yeah, it's just like simple, you know, just like simple stuff. And sometimes, as an athlete, you don't really get your own brand. You don't get to express yourself. If you're an NBA player and you have dreams of being in the NBA, you want a lot of the things you see. Yeah. Right. So Michael Jordan doing sneakers. He's dunking on people. You want to do everything Michael Jordan does. Yeah. Right. So it's like when you see him with his own brand, you know, it's like, wow, that's cool. And you know, and it don't work for everyone. Yeah. But it's still cool that, you know, have that opportunity. It's an opportunity. Definitely. You know, when you look, you know, we from the hood, we need some bread, and we can make some money selling clothes. We're going to sell clothes. Yeah. You already know. So it's really, you know, so the brand, we're going to keep it around. It's really steady. It's cool. Yeah. Then, you know, the pandasfriend.com, we got a basketball team. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We got a basketball team. And go to the website if you like the clothes, you know, put it on if you like. I definitely, hey, you know what?
I'm definitely gonna support after we get off here. I'm a
I,
cop.
I gotta send you. I'll send you some. Send me your address offline. I'll send you some stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Yeah, I'll send you some stuff.
I want to bring up one more thing too. Your son, he a hooper. He a hooper. And
Both my sons.
Oh, I only seen one. Wait a minute. All right, so one's what? Jerron?
Oh, Jerron Artest is at Irvine, and then Ron Artest is at CSUN. They in the same conference.
Oh, they are. Okay, I seen
Yeah.
I guess I seen the younger one then.
They probably the younger one. Yeah, maybe the younger one.
Yeah, but they hooping, you know. They hooping.
Yeah, they both balling.
Continue to stay on top of them, man. We need that. We need that because at the end of the day, a lot of people, you know, especially when the dads are, you know, up here, they always saying LeBron's he's doing too much. We need to continue. Hey, continue supporting. I see y'all TikToks.
There's no wrong or right way to be a dad. LeBron's doing great. I mean, it is what it is, man. You're enjoying the moment. Like,
definitely.
You know, it's great.
Definitely. I see y'all TikToks and stuff like that and what y'all doing. Continue doing what you're doing, man. You got honestly, you're like a Swiss Army knife right now. You know what I'm saying? You had your basketball life, but at the same time, it's like you got a little bit of showbiz in you because you're doing the TikToks. Then you got the clothing, you got the music. You're doing it all right now, jack of all trades. So continue.
It's great, man. Yeah, it's really fun times right now, man. It's fun times. And I try to just do things that's along the lines of basketball as much as possible. Sports. Sometimes I'll dibble in and out, but like as much as possible. You know, fashion, sports. You know, even like lightweight, I can still shoot. You know, and anything I don't have to dress up too much.
Yeah.
So if I can stay in that lane, you know, I try to. And the app is just. I'm going to be playing a lot of ball, so I'm getting back in shape. So when y'all sign up to the app, y'all want to play against me, invite me to your game.
I'm with it.
Invite me to your game.
I'm definitely with it. I saw you shooting the 3-pointer, so I guess you back at it.
Hey, I'm okay.
Yeah, you was
I don't make them all.
Hey, you was hitting them. Last thing I want to leave you with before I want you to plug in everything. Top 3 players you love to watch in the league right now.
Man, I like a lot of them, man. But I'll give you 3 since you asked the question.
Okay.
Injured or not injured?
Injured or not injured? You can throw Kevin Durant in there.
Okay, I can throw him in. Okay. Stephen Curry.
Okay.
James Harden.
Okay.
Hey, Stephen Curry, James Harden.
When you want to start with this one?
Man, I mean, you have this too many.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, it's a lot. Kyrie Irving.
Okay, so Kyrie, Steph, and
James
Harden. Okay, all right. You and Harden are good now. Hey, you and Harden are good now. Somebody asked that earlier. Y'all good now?
I mean, I don't speak to Harden like that. You know, we saw each other like a couple times, but it's not like I've never known Harden, with the exception of playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've never like known Harden like that. You know what I mean? But he's a good dude from what I hear. Like people talk highly of him.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like other players that know him, people that know him, like they talk highly of him, which I only know from getting ready for a basketball game. So in my mind, my mind is somewhere else.
Got you. But
then when you get away from it, it's like you really get a chance to see different things. So, but other than that, like it was a freak accident that happened.
I got you.
You know, at the game, it's not something I'm proud of.
I got you. Well, you got a minute and 15 seconds to throw all your plugs in right now.
Hey man, so shout out to the Sneaker Reporter. You know, let's do something together.
We'll do it.
Let's do something. You know, we online right now, so X-Works Exports. If y'all want to know everything about what I'm doing, you know, and you can go to artestmanagementgroup.com. Go to artestmanagementgroup.com, spelled out. You'll be able to see like the 501c3 and everything up in there. Other than that, man, really honored to be here. Thanks for supporting.
I appreciate it, man. I'm honestly honored, man, and I'm glad you took some time out for me, and I appreciate you, man.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna speak to you soon.
Yeah, we'll definitely do this too. We'll do this again too. We'll do an update when the app comes out.
Okay, all right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll talk online. All right, y'all. That was Meta World Peace. Man, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Yeah. We're gonna have to drop a mixtape together. It's going down, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. You know, these interviews have been a blessing. I'm glad that METTA was able to send me the app early, so I've been able to get on there and do a little something. But he's as humble as they come, man, and I appreciate y'all. So I'm out. See y'all tomorrow night, man. I'm out.